Julian Gravatt, Assistant Chief Executive at the Association of Colleges. We just had a really good session on the funding reforms, Education Funding Agency and Skills Funding Agency. The quite big issue at the moment is what the budgets are going to be for next year, and unfortunately we're not going to know that until the autumn statement comes out on the 5th of December, and then the skills investment statement is going to come afterwards, and EFA will confirm its budget in January. But we know quite a lot about the shape of the formula, and following on formulae for both things, and following on from the sessions yesterday, it's we're going to move to a world with simpler formulae. On the EFA there's the single full-time funding rate, whereas at the moment there's a wide range of funding. Delegates are sceptical as to whether it is going to be as the rules aren't going to be tightened between now and when the year starts in August, and so there's quite a lot of discussion about that and about how much we can trust that people are going to do something innovative and aren't going to be hammered a bit later by the auditors. It's another big issue is the fact that the two systems are going to be very different. The under-19 system will fund people from a full-time on a per student basis, whereas the post-19 formula will fund people on a qualification basis, and that's going to be quite a challenge with colleges having about 50,000 19-year-olds and 50,000 20-year-olds, and what happens for people who are sort of late sixth formers. And an interesting issue which we're all waiting to see from what the government comes through on the Earn to Learn scheme, which was trailed in The Guardian this morning, and Vince Cable's is making is due to make a statement on this, but I guess we're not going to hear more about this until the autumn statement or after that. I think it's a challenging time for colleges financially. We're dealing with year-on-year cash cuts. The funding, the average 16 to 18 funding for colleges in the year that we're actually in now has gone down about 2% in cash, and so of course with inflation that means that they're taking a wider cut. Curiously, on the skills side, it was worse in the year the government came in. The budget that was set by the previous government has actually proved to be slightly worse than the 2 years since then, but it's everybody's really worried about next year and what's going to happen with loans and such like. But I think people are resilient in this sector, and so we know that there's the finances are what they are. People at this conference are looking for alternatives in terms of income generation. They're looking at ways in which they can be more efficient with the money they've got, and it's a thing of making sure that you focus on the basics, and quality education that helps people into work.